flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Noting of the roll.
Noted.
Approval of the agenda.
I'll make a motion to approve the agenda as presented.
Second.
I have a motion by Treasurer Ferrari, a second by Trustee Payne. Any questions? Seeing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Those opposed say nay. Hearing none, we'll move on. Item number 5, approval of the consent agenda.
I'll make a motion to approve the consent agenda as presented.
Second.
Okay, I have a motion by Treasurer Ferrari, a second by Trustee Payne. Any questions on the consent agenda? Seeing none, roll call, please.
Trustee Colvin.
Aye.
Trustee Payne.
Yes.
Treasurer Ferrari.
Yes.
Supervisor Curtis.
Yes.
Trustee Noel.
Yes.
Clerk Wright, yes. And Trustee Charles.
Yes.
Motion carries. Item number 6, public comment on items not on the agenda. This is the time where the public can come up and speak for 3 minutes to the board members. You will not receive a response, but we will take your comments as noted. Do we have any? Yes. State your name, where you live, and your comments are 3 minutes, please.
Hi, my name is Terry Stiles. I live in Brandon, but I'm the manager of Oxford Community Television. It's a new year, and I'm a new manager as of September. So I thought I'd come to each community and just say who we are and what our plans for the future are, what we're doing at the studio. I'm going to do it in 3 minutes. I just want to remind everybody that we are here on franchise fees. And lately, our franchise fees are, our general fund has grown because for the last 2 years, we haven't been able to do events in the community. We are now starting up, because of COVID, we're starting up events again. We also have invested in our studio. We've ordered a new playback system that will be coming installed in February. There will be other ways, if people don't have cable or AT&T Charter, they will be able to watch us live streaming through Hulu, Fire Stick. There's another one that off the top of my mind.
Peacock.
What is it?
Supposed to be answering you.
Oh, sorry. All the gadgets that you can put in your television, you'll be able to live stream. You'll be able to watch us through live streaming. Let's see. Our events continue to ebb and flow because of COVID. Our employees are ebbing and flowing because of COVID. Therefore, so is our general fund. We have been fiscally responsible. So we're able now, after at least 10 years, I've been there 22 in one form or another, we're able to create a 3-year plan on what equipment we're going to purchase. If you'd like to know what that is, I can get that to you guys. We need to replace equipment often because it goes out of date, because it's all electronics. Our studio cameras are over 20 years old, so in the next 3 years we want to replace them. We are here to promote the businesses and the people in this community, and anybody that knows anybody that wants any promoting, we're here for them. I just want to let you know that we're here and we're working and we're ready to do whatever the community needs.
Thank you.
Okay, yep. Did I do it in 3 minutes?
2 minutes.
Wow, good.
Young lady, your name and address, please.
Yes, my name is Jenny Prater. I live at 14 Pontiac Street in the Village. And I'm here tonight as the mother of an Oxford High School student to ask that the Township Board consider taking action with regard to gun violence. I have come up with 3 things that I think would be fairly simple to implement and that would help our community heal as well as help educate families on the importance of secure gun storage. I would like to request that the township place a permanent link on their main webpage to the Be Smart for Kids.org website. The Be Smart organization is a non-political organization and has invaluable resources for any parent, caregiver, or community member who would like to educate themselves with regard to the safe storage of firearms. More than 4.6 million children live in homes with unsecured firearms, and upwards of 70% of school shootings are perpetrated by children who have obtained their weapons from their own homes or the homes of a family member. We can make a difference if we as a community commit to secure storage of firearms. Number two, the Michigan legislature is currently working on 2 pieces of legislation with regard to the safe storage of weapons. The first would require any home with minor children to secure all firearms, and the second would offer a tax holiday on the purchase of any safe storage items. As a Michigander, I was shocked to learn that Michigan does not have any laws on the books that require the safe storage of firearms. Even the state of Texas has such a law on their books. We as a state can do better, and I would like to request that the township consider a resolution to support these bills. A resolution of support from the community of Oxford would speak volumes to the legislatures at the Michigan Capitol. And lastly, I would like to request that you formally recognize the first week of February each year as National Gun Violence Survivors Week. Each member of this community is now a survivor of gun violence, which is a sad state to be in. It would be wonderful if we could honor the memories of those who've lost their lives, as well as show support for those who remain by marking this week for remembrance. In closing, I would like to say that before November 30th, I had rarely ever considered the safe storage of weapons. After what happened at my son's school, I'm now committed to making a change for the better. And if I can help save just one person by educating them on safe gun storage measures, then I believe it will have been worth it. So thank you so much for listening. And I'm happy to talk to anyone afterwards about anything they might be able to do.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Any other members of the audience? Public? Seeing none, move on to item 7. First reading, zoning ordinance 67A.027. John, do you want to take that?
Yes, well, we worked on the ordinance review committee has worked on a ordinance to expand a 90-foot driveway to a lot side setbacks. We have not changed the 80-foot lot size to their setbacks, which is 24 feet minimum. But we're changing the 90-foot side setback for side garages to 3 foot off the driveway setback. 467A. This is the first reading. So I move to set a second reading as possible adopted of amendments to section 3.8 to the Charter Township of Oxford zoning ordinance 67A to be considered at the Charter Township of Oxford Board of Trustees meeting February 9th, 2022 at the regular meeting.
I will second that.
Moved by Trustee Noel, seconded by Treasurer Ferrari. Roll call, please.
Trustee Charles.
Yes.
Clerk Wright, yes. Supervisor Curtis.
Yes.
Treasurer Ferrari.
Yes.
Trustee Noel.
Yes.
Trustee Payne.
Yes.
And Trustee Colvin.
Yes.
Motion carries. Item 8, Fire Department. Chief, taking this one?
Sure. Good evening, board members. This has been the first year for Lindsay as our new finance manager. Her contract is up as of January 17th. We conducted the annual review with her. Chief Majestic and I went over that with her and went through all the suggestions and goals even for the upcoming year. And with that, our wish is to get a new contract signed. Would be a wage increase of 6%, which is in line with the township employees have had. And then For the year 2023 and beyond, then her salary will be evaluated based on the results of her annual evaluation, and any adjustment would be merit-based at that point. And then effective at this contract, she received 2 weeks paid vacation. I know the contract you have in front of you has the one line on there, comparable, under section number 4, comparable to the Township Administrative Deputies. That line should have been struck, and that will be struck on the new one, and asking to be able to sign the contract.
Okay. Board members, in front of you, you should have a paper copy. An email was sent to you with the changed finance manager contract. The requirements were changed from what was originally in the packet to include the salary will be evaluated based on the results of the evaluation, and a couple items were struck. So take a minute if you would to read the second memo, and then I would look for a motion.
Takes the 53, have a 6% built into it.
22.
Yeah, so it has that built into that number.
Yes.
Okay. And the vacation's built into this?
Yes.
2 weeks, okay.
Any other questions?
I don't have access to my email yet. Is there any other change besides making it comparable to the administrative deputies?
I have not seen any. Do you see some in there that might?
I haven't seen it. I went through it. I didn't see anything. I was just wondering if there was anything that anyone was aware of.
Okay, no, no. Oh, the employment date begins on January 17th, 2021. Is that her?
2022.
2022, that's the other change.
I'm ready with the motion, Supervisor.
Go ahead.
I'd like to make a motion to adopt the offer of employment between Lindsay Young, Oxford Fire Department, changing item 1 from 2021 to 2022, changing item 4 by deleting comparable to the Township Administrative Deputies.
Second?
We have a motion by Treasurer Ferrari, a second by Trustee Knoll. Are there any further questions? Seeing none, roll call.
Trustee Charles.
Yes.
Trustee Colvin.
Yes.
Trustee Noel.
Yes.
Trustee Payne.
Yes.
Treasurer Ferrari.
Yes.
Clerk Wright, yes. And Supervisor Curtis.
Yes.
Thank you, board members.
Thank you.
Just a quick update to everyone. The Oxford Fire Department continues to work with Oakland County Emergency Operations Center on a daily basis. And then we're actually still hosting our community partners meeting on Fridays at the fire hall, which consists of the Oxford Fire Department, the Oakland County Sheriff's Department, Oxford Police Department, Oxford Village Township officials, the school officials, and Oakland County officials, and Oakland County Mental Health is at that meeting. We've also had representatives there from Lansing at the meetings too, so they're very productive and kind of as far as what the plans are, what schedules are for the upcoming weeks and everything, so as far as what events, so we're all prepared for them on our end.
Okay, and I just have one question. Tom Hardesty is taking care of
Yes.
all of the financial tracking, correct?
Yes, we're sending our information in. That's due to Friday.
Tom Hardesty is the Emergency Operations Manager for Oakland County. He's charged with collecting all the costs involved in our school shooting.
And then he's also contacted the direct email that goes directly to the lady in Lansing with the state police that we'll be going up to. We did reach out to all the surrounding fire departments that assisted us throughout the entire week. And some of the departments have come back and said that they wouldn't be submitting anything, that they felt that was just their part to do with whatever. So, I mean, I gave the option to them if they had overtime, whatever, to spend, you know, please submit it. But some of the departments have replied that they wouldn't be applying because they said that was their part to be able to help out. Thank you.
Super. Thank you, Chief. Item number 9, Sharp Engineering Report.
All is quiet on the engineering front. No, but I would like to Trustee Colvin, I'll just drop her my business card real quick if you ever have any questions regarding any engineering related items in the township. You know, my name is Jim Sharp, FYI. I know that we've seen each other before, but we handle stuff with the water, the sewer, you know, roadways, safety paths, those kinds of things. But I know you're going to be on some committees and things, so if anything ever comes up, then please feel free to contact me on the phone, email. My office and both my residents are in the community here, so I'm around quite a bit. And just any other questions related to engineering items?
Any questions
Anybody?
for Engineer Sharp? Yes, sir.
Jim, have you been contacted regarding the Elkview issue? Drainage issue?
I have not.
There's a lawsuit pending with the homeowner and the builder and the insurance company. The subpoena came to Treasurer Ferrari, and he was going to give elevations, grades, and whatnot, but he didn't know the interest rate. So we
I have not been contacted regarding Elkview other than
Gary's
Mr.
supposed
Lee
to contact
is.
you, have you as our point of contact to explain
Yeah.
how all that drainage came about.
He should have called you today or tomorrow.
Okay, and this will be coming from,
Gary Renshaw.
oh, from.
I assume he contacted you.
Okay, no, I have not heard anything about Elkview at this point, so then I will. Any other questions? All right, thank you.
Seeing none, thank you, Jim. Item number 11, new business, 11A. Oh, no, back up, 10A, I'm sorry, crossed off 10. 10A, committee assignments. In the resignation of a former trustee, it left some voids on some committee assignments. And board members in front of you, we filled in the blanks on some of the committees that the former trustee held, and I look for a motion to fill the committees with trustee board members.
I move to appoint the following Accreditation Township board members as representatives of the following. Supervisor Jack Curtis of the North Oakland Transportation Authority, NOTA. Trustee Catherine Colvin to the Oxford Area Cable Communications Commission. Trustee Catherine Colvin to the Oxford Downtown Development Authority. And Trustee Catherine Colvin to the Plan Unit Development PUD Committee with the term of appointment expiring November 20th, 2024.
Second.
Okay, I have a motion by Treasurer Ferrari and a second by Trustee Noel. But what happened was we forgot to include one of the committees that the previous trustee sat on, and that's the ARPA Funding Committee, which sits currently with Clerk Wright and Trustee Payne. Do we have a nomination for that committee also?
Can we just vote on these? and do
Okay,
that one?
let's vote on those
These out of the
first.
way.
My caution is that Ms. Colvin, you say this to 2024, but if she chooses to run in 2022, if she's only appointed as a trustee until the election in November of 2022.
Yes.
So that's not
So
So
we
if
have
she
to vote on
chooses
this
not
motion.
to run.
We have to vote on this motion to turn it down, and then make the new motion.
That's the cleanest, yeah.
Yes, question?
Yes, with the DDA, doesn't this also require acquiescence from the village council? That says we will appoint, but I believe that the council over there has to agree to it as well. I think that's,
That's fine. We're making an appointment to it. If they accept it, fine. If they don't,
okay,
they can tell us.
all right. Just so we know that it's not a done deal necessarily.
Okay, yes.
I'll rescind my motion. Mr. Noel.
I'll rescind.
Okay.
Rescinding is fine. All right,
I move to appoint the following Oxford Township board members as representatives of the following. Supervisor Jack Curtis, the North Oakland Transportation Authority, with a term of appointment expiring November 20th, 2024.
second. I have a motion by Treasurer Ferrari, a second by Trustee Payne. Any questions? Seeing none, roll call.
Supervisor Curtis.
Yes.
Clerk Wright, yes. Treasurer Ferrari.
Yes.
Trustee Payne.
Yes.
Trustee Noel.
Yes.
Trustee Charles.
Yes,
And Trustee Colvin.
Yes.
I move to appoint the following Oxford Township board members as representatives of the following. Trustee Catherine Colvin to the Oxford Area Cable Communications Commission. Trustee Catherine Colvin to the Oxford Downtown Development Authority. And Trustee Catherine Colvin to the Plan Unit PUD Committee with a term of appointment expiring November 20th, 2022.
Second.
I have a
Oh, wrong date.
I have a motion by Treasurer Ferrari, a second by Trustee
Oh,
Noel.
wrong date.
Questions?
My comment is that the effective date, and I can be corrected by Deputy McCullough, that it would be effective upon certification of the Board of Canvassers.
Correct.
of the Oakland County.
Which one are you talking about? I'm sorry.
Talking about Trustee Colvin's appointments.
All?
Because the term of office, that office expires midterm, but the seat will not change hands until the Board of Canvassers certifies the election.
So,
Will that be after November 20th?
Yes.
Oh,
No, I don't believe so, because they have 2 weeks to actually certify the canvass after the date of the election. I don't have a calendar in front of me of the election. I want to say it's November, is it November 8th maybe?
It's later this year, I believe you're right, I believe it's the 8th.
All right, so conceivably that motion would be correct?
But the next
14 days
person,
is the 22nd.
oh, so we should be good, right?
I think maybe your safe bet is just to say upon certification of the
they'll leave a date on it.
November election.
I'll amend my motion to put upon certification of the November 2022 election, right?
Yes.
yeah.
I'll amend my second.
Okay, I have a motion by Trustee Ferrari, or Treasurer Ferrari, a second by Trustee Noel. Are there any more questions? Yes, sir.
2 motions are on the floor, so the amendment needs to be voted on first. And then you can vote on the regular motion.
Okay, so we're going to vote on the regular the amended. Okay,
The amendment.
call the roll.
Trustee Colvin.
Yes.
Trustee Payne.
Yes.
Trustee Noel.
Yes.
Treasurer Ferrari.
Yes.
Clerk Wright, yes. Trustee Charles.
Yes.
Supervisor Curtis.
Yes.
Second.
Call the second roll, please.
To the original motion.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Trustee Payne.
Yes.
Clerk Wright, yes. Treasurer Ferrari.
Yes.
Supervisor Curtis.
Yes.
Trustee Colvin.
Yes.
Trustee Noel.
Yes.
And Trustee Charles.
Yes.
Now, board members included or left out of this resignation assignment was the ARPA funding committee, which is comprised of Curtis, Clerk Wright, and Trustee Payne. Do we have a member that wants to sit on the ARPA committee?
I can't because I'm not on a lot of committees if you'd like me to. If you want somebody else, that's fine too.
I'd be interested in that. Mr. Chair?
Somebody make a motion.
Do you want it?
I nominate Don Knoll for the ARPA committee.
I'll second that.
Okay, I have a motion by Trustee Payne and a second by Trustee Charles. Any questions?
Is that through November 2024?
Through November 2024.
2024.
4. Yes. Any more questions? Seeing none, roll call.
Trustee Payne.
Yes.
Treasurer Ferrari.
Yes.
Supervisor Curtis.
Yes.
Trustee Charles.
Yes.
Trustee Noel.
Yes.
Trustee Colvin.
Yes.
Clerk Wright, yes.
Okay.
Well, they learn over the years, Jeff, if you get a live volunteer, you take them.
Thank you. It's tough keeping these things straight. Thank you very much. Okay, board members, I'll take this one. The Water and Sewer Committee met. Water and Sewer Committee was talking with our attorney, and the attorney was requesting what our sewer and water tap fees are for tapping into the water and sewer pipes. He suggested to us that we should analyze our current water and sewer tap fees to ensure that we are charging correctly for the connection. I called and emailed Paul Stoddard, financial consultant to Oxford Township, and he estimated the cost for doing this analysis at approximately $15,000 to $20,000. Are there any questions?
I move to approve an amount not to exceed $20,000. Authorize Paul Stouder proceed with a water and sewer tap fee analysis. The cost of the analysis is to be paid equally by the sewer fund and the water fund.
I'll second.
I have a motion by Treasurer Ferrari, a second by Trustee Noel. Roll call.
Trustee Colvin.
Yes.
Trustee Payne.
Yes.
Trustee Noel.
Yes.
Treasurer Ferrari.
Yes.
Supervisor Curtis.
Yes.
Clerk Wright, yes. And Trustee Charles.
Yes.
Okay. That's item A. Item B. Joe, yours and my favorite. For several years, expenditures were accrued and paid for by the Oxford Township General Fund, which should have actually been paid by the Building Department Fund. The Oxford Township Auditor, Raina Emmons, worked with Deputy Clerk Susan McCullough to determine the amount of $744,195 to be reimbursed to the general fund for those charges against the building fund. Attached is a letter from Raina summarizing the reimbursement amount, and I look for a motion.
I move that the amount of $744,195, as summarized in the PSLZ letter dated December 6, 2021, be transferred from the building department fund balance account to the general fund balance account effective immediately.
Second?
I have a motion by Treasurer Ferrari, a second by Trustee Noel. Questions, please. Seeing none, roll call.
Treasurer Ferrari.
Yes.
Clerk Wright, yes. Supervisor Curtis.
Yes.
Trustee Charles.
Yes.
Trustee Colvin.
Yes.
Trustee Payne.
Yes.
And Trustee Noel.
Yes.
Okay, it's always me here. Item 11C, request for ARP funds for the M24 sewer line extension. Board members, the Water and Sewer Committee has been diligently working on extending the sanitary sewer line along M24 north of the village of Oxford with the goal of services to the residents of Brad Dewey subdivision, which are currently on septic systems. Problem is the current existing sanitary sewer lines servicing the needs of the northeast quadrant is failing under M24. Cost of the engineering of the cost of repairing the existing line is approximately $600,000. The Water and Sewer Committee has been in discussion with the developers to create a special assessment district along M24 to assist in the payment of construction for a proposed sewer line extension. As parts of these discussions, the committee is requesting $300,000 of the American Rescue Plan funds to be allocated as a contribution towards the construction of the proposed sewer line. The proposed sewer line is $2.6 million, and this $300,000 that we're requesting from the ARPA fund is half the amount of the repairs that we would need to make under M24. So I'm looking for a motion or questions.
I move to allocate $300,000 the American Rescue Plan Act funds toward the construction of a sanitary sewer line along North M24 Highway, existing 18-inch sanitary sewer line to the Brad Dewey subdivision.
I'll second.
I have a motion by Treasurer Ferrari, a second by Trustee Noel. Questions, please. Seeing none, roll call.
Trustee Payne.
Yes.
Trustee Colvin.
Yes.
Trustee Charles.
Yes.
Treasurer Ferrari.
Yes.
Trustee Noel.
Yes.
Clerk Wright, yes. And Supervisor Curtis.
Yes. Okay, item 11D. This is funding for the topographical survey for the proposed M24 sewer line extension. The Water and Sewer Committee is requesting the approval of funding for the topographical survey to begin for this, just the previously discussed proposed M24 sewer line. The cost of the topographical survey will be paid from the requested $300,000 just approved from the American Rescue Plan as part of the M24 sewer construction line.
I move to approve an amount not to exceed $25,000, the American Rescue Plan Act funds, and authorize Sharp Engineering to proceed with a topographical survey for the construction of a sanitary sewer line along North M24 Highway, the existing 18-inch sanitary sewer line, the Brad Dewey subdivision.
I'll second.
I have a motion by Treasurer Ferrari, a second by Trustee Noel. Are there any questions? Seeing none, roll call.
Trustee Charles.
Yes.
Clerk Wright, yes. Supervisor Curtis.
Yes.
Treasurer Ferrari.
Yes.
Trustee Noel.
Yes.
Trustee Payne.
Yes.
And Trustee Colvin.
Yes.
Okay, item 11E. the 2022 through 2024 Oakland County Sheriff Office Services Agreement Amendment. Attached, board members, you'll find the 2022 to 2024 Law Enforcement Service Agreement.
I move to approve the Oakland County Sheriff's Office 2022 to 2024 Law Enforcement Services Agreement with the Charter Township of Oxford as presented. I authorize Supervisor Jack Curtis, Clerk Curtis W. Wright to sign the agreement on behalf of the Charter Township of Oxford.
I'll second.
I have a motion by Treasurer Ferrari, a second by Trustee Noel. Are there any questions? Seeing none, roll call, please.
Trustee Colvin.
Yes.
Trustee Noel.
Yes.
Trustee Payne.
Yes.
Trustee Charles.
Yes.
Treasurer Ferrari.
Yes.
Clerk Wright, yes, and Supervisor Curtis.
Yes. Okay, item 11F, additional school resource officer. An emergency request from the Oxford Community Schools for the additional school resource officer was made, adding the school resource officer January 3rd, 2022. In order to act expeditiously, the process had to be deviated in the following manner. A deputy was assigned as a school resource officer on January 3rd. The Oakland County Board of Commissioners approved last night through their Public Health and Safety Committee the additional deputy to be assigned to Oxford January 11th. Today, Oxford Township requests to approve the additional deputy today, January 12th. If that deputy is approved tonight, we will come back with an amended Oxford Community Schools contract for the additional school resource officer at the February 9th meeting.
I move to approve the Oakland County Sheriff's Office 2022 to 2024 Law Enforcement Services Agreement Amendment 1 with the Charter Township of Oxford as presented, and authorize Supervisor Jack Curtis and Clerk Curtis W. Wright to sign the agreement on behalf of the Charter Township of Oxford.
I'll second that.
Okay, I have a motion by Treasurer Ferrari. I have a second by Trustee Charles. Are there any questions? Seeing none, roll call, please.
Supervisor Curtis.
Yes.
Clerk Wright, yes. Treasurer Ferrari.
Yes.
Trustee Payne.
Yes.
Trustee Noel.
Yes.
Trustee Charles.
Yes.
And Trustee Colvin.
Yes.
Okay, Rod. The National Compassion Fund is a registered 501c3 nonprofit organization that provides a way for public to donate funds directly to victims and family members of a mass crime. The Village of Oxford, in the wake of the shooting and the DDA at the high school, has entered into an agreement with the National Compassion Fund to administer the donations received for the shooting victims and the family. Attached is the information in regard to the National Compassion Fund and agreement with the Village of Oxford.
I move that the Charter Township of Oxford.
Hold on.
Go ahead.
What we had to do was change a word in our motion. And Rod's gonna
Go ahead.
read the,
Okay, I move that the Charter Township of Oxford Board of Trustees acknowledges the agreement between the Village of Oxford and the National Compassion Fund for the administration of donations to be received and distributed to the victims of the shooting incident at the Oxford High School, and the Charter Township of Oxford has no involvement in this agreement.
I'll second that.
I have a motion by Trustee Charles and a second by Treasurer Ferrari. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Those opposed, hearing none, motion carries. 11H, this one will be good. Attached in your packets were the current administrative fees charged by the Oxford Township and proposed administrative fees to be charged for 2022 to Advanced Life Support, Building Department, Cable TV Fund, Fire Fund, Parks and Rec, Police Contractor Fund, Pollyant Trail Management Council, and the Sewer Fund.
Supervisor Curtis?
Yes.
I would suggest that there is no longer an advanced life support fund. There's just a fire fund.
So we're calling that the Fire Fund?
there's just a fire fund. That advanced life support fund is a closed fund.
Okay. That wasn't an emotion, so I don't have to rescind anything, do I?
I move that Supervisor Curtis, Clerk Wright, and Trustee Colvin review and verify charges for administrative fees to the respective organizations for 2022, Building Department Fund, Cable TV Fund, Fire Fund, Parks and Rec Fund, Police Contracting Fund, Poly and Trailways Management Council, and Sewer Fund.
I second that.
I have a motion by Treasurer Ferrari. I have a second by Trustee Charles. Are there any questions? Seeing none, roll call.
Trustee Noel.
No.
Trustee Payne.
Yes.
Trustee Colvin.
Yes.
Trustee Charles.
Yes.
Treasurer Ferrari.
Yes.
Clerk Wright, yes, and Supervisor Curtis.
Yes.
Jack, as the committee meets, I'm available, your Curtis, to give you any information you need.
Okay, thank you very much. As always. One I don't get. 11I, certification of the November 2nd, 2021 special election. Clerk Wright?
Yes, what this document is, and both are well aware of it, is that this certifies that the Oxford Township voting process has been approved as being balanced out, totally correct, and it just confirms that the election is certified by the Board of Canvassers by Oakland County. So with that, I'll move to approve the canvass of votes for the November 2, 2021 special election for the Charter Township of Oxford as presented, and to include them as an attachment to the minutes.
I will second that.
Wow.
Go ahead, I don't care.
Okay, I have a motion by Clerk Wright, a second by Trustee Noel. Are there any questions?
Just to give Trustee Charles.
I heard them both.
No, I didn't respond to
It
it.
was me and Trustee
Oh,
Charles.
it's you and Trustee Charles.
Trustee Charles is fine.
Okay, I'm gonna give it to Trustee Charles this time, Joe. Thank you.
Whoa. Discussion?
Any discussion?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Wright, approximately what did this cost the taxpayers, this election?
The estimated cost of the election that was put on was a little over $38,000 was the cost of the election. We do have a breakdown if you're interested.
I would like to get a copy of that.
Okay.
$38,000.
Okay.
A little over $38,000.
Yeah, plus or minus.
Any other questions? Roll call?
Clerk Wright, yes. Trustee Colvin.
Yes.
Trustee Payne.
Yes.
Treasurer Ferrari.
Yes.
Trustee Charles.
Yes.
Supervisor Curtis.
Yes.
Trustee Noel.
Yes.
Item 11J, Oxford Township Hall Grounds Maintenance Contract. Board members, High Hill has been maintaining the Oxford Township grounds since 2016. They have provided an excellent and timely service in keeping the Oxford Township grounds in great shape. Because of the quality of the High Hill lawn service and a lower contract for 2022 through 2024, we're recommending that the Oxford Township renew this lower cost 3-year contract with High Hill.
Jake, you're happy with them, correct?
Yes.
I move to approve the grounds maintenance contract between High Hill Lawn Service and the Charter Township of Oxford, commencing January 1, 2022, December 31st, 2024, amount of $8,625. This $8,625 amount shall be payable in the amount of $2,875 for 2022, $2,875 for 2023, and $2,875 for 2024. Supervisor Jack Curtis is authorized to sign the contract on behalf of the Charter Township of Oxford, and High Hill Lawn Service shall provide copies of insurance annually, including the Charter Township of Oxford as an additional insured on the insurance policy for the term of the contract.
Second.
I have a motion by Treasurer Ferrari, a second by Trustee Payne. Any questions? Roll call.
Trustee Colvin.
Yes.
Trustee Payne.
Yes.
Trustee Noel.
Yes.
Treasurer Ferrari.
Yes.
Supervisor Curtis.
Yes.
Clerk Wright, yes, and Trustee Charles.
Yes.
Thank you. Okay, item number 11K. Trustee Payne is requested to be allowed to abstain from discussion, deliberation, and action on this item because of a perceived and actual financial interest. We have to have somebody move in second to allow Trustee Payne to abstain.
I'll make a motion to allow Trustee
Excuse me.
Payne to abstain
Trustee
from the issue on the,
Trustee Payne, you have to vote on this motion.
Oh, I do?
Yeah.
Oh,
Trustee Payne to abstain on the discussion regarding inspection fee rates for 2022.
I'll second.
Okay, moved by Treasurer Ferrari, seconded by Trustee Nold. Roll call, please.
Trustee Payne.
yes.
Clerk Wright, yes. Trustee Colvin.
Yes.
Trustee Charles.
Yes.
Supervisor Curtis.
Yes.
Trustee Noel.
Yes.
And Treasurer Ferrari.
Yes.
Now's when Margie can step down. I'm glad we have an attorney working for us down there.
Should I be outside?
No, just right there is fine. Hey, Margie. We call you Margie down there, right?
Yeah, you're right.
I move to approve the following Charter Township of Oxford inspection fee rates for 2022. $50 for building inspector and $45 for electrical inspector, $45 mechanical inspector, and $45 for the plumbing inspector.
Second.
Thank you. Moved by Treasurer Ferrari, seconded by Trustee Colvin. Any questions? Roll call.
Mr. Chair,
Yes,
this is per visit, correct?
this is per inspection,
Per
yes.
inspection. Okay.
Yes. Roll call, please.
Trustee Colvin.
Yes.
Trustee Noel.
Yes.
Treasurer Ferrari.
Yes.
Supervisor Curtis.
Yes,
Clerk Wright, yes. And Trustee Charles.
Yes.
come on back up, Trustee Payne. Thank you. Follow the rules. We had no items removed from the consent agenda. Item 13, we ask that the public have a second chance for any comments to be made to the board at this time, stating your name and address. You'd have 3 minutes to speak if you'd like to come up.
Lindsay Young, 11323 Kip Road, Goodrich, Michigan. I just wanted to take this time to thank you guys for renewing my contract, and I appreciate y'all.
Any other public comment? Item 14, Board of Trustee comments. We will start with the new kid on the block. Trustee Colvin.
Thank you. I want to thank you all for voting for me, and I'm happy to be here. I also want to thank members of the public for their very thoughtful comments on the school shooting and things we can do as a community to try to prevent this in the future.
It's not one of those we talk about. No, we're all there. Yeah, I same as what you said. I also wanted to thank Terry Stiles for coming and giving us an update on what the cable commission is doing, and I appreciate that. That's it.
Good. Trustee Noel.
No, I don't have any comments, thank you.
Treasurer Ferrari.
No comments?
Trustee Charles.
Couple of comments.
Okay.
One thing, welcome to the DDA. I assume the village council will approve your appointment. I think Catherine and I have had a brief conversation about what the DDA does, and we'll have more meetings and discussions. One of the things we're working on, by the way, at the DDA is the Ice Fest coming up in February. That's something we're doing in conjunction with our friends in Lower Oxford. Our title of the event is Stronger Together, so we've got some pretty nice things working on it with our friends down there. Second thing is, and hold the applause please, but today we received our national accreditation for Main Street. So that's, I think, quite an achievement considering everything that we've gone through over the last year. So Chief Schultz and I sat through a lot of meetings today and other meetings about this, and just want to make sure everyone knows that it was quite an achievement that we received this award today.
Anything else?
That
Thank
covers
you.
it.
Clerk Wright.
Yes, the midterm elections will be happening, and if anybody's interested in running for that position, you can pick up one of the information packets in the clerk's department. The petitions are due back by April 19th, so that's right around the corner. It might seem like it's a ways out, but in a few months those will be due for that. Will be those that are interested. They'll be on the August ballot.
I have a question. What positions are going to be open?
Just this one for locally. It's just locally.
It's
Township.
the partial trustee term.
Okay,
That's it,
and
for
no
us.
parks, no
No.
library board, and
No.
just the partial trustee.
Okay, Mr. Ray, what are the dates again on that, please?
April 19th is the deadline for the trustee position. For
It
the
has to be filed.
Yeah.
Okay.
Supervisor Curtis and I attended a couple of webinars on the Arpa funds, and it appears that there's a lot more opportunity for spending the funds or utilizing them for certain projects other than what was limited before. So Trustee Noel, Trustee Payne and I will be getting together to re-examine the choices or the actual, I don't know what I want to say on that one. But anyway, the examples are what people actually submitted to us previously for wanting to spend the funds on, so we'll be looking at that in the future. Also, we've been approved for some funding through Oakland County, through Commissioner Spiz for the Gypsy Moth program. Right now, we're getting the mapping completed so they can go off for bid to get back some of the estimates for the cost for the spraying in May on that. Also, I don't know, Supervisor Curtis, are you going to cover the retirements and transfers?
Yes.
Okay, I'll let you do that one.
Oh, you sure?
Yeah.
Okay. Finished?
No, just one other thing is that, just want to reiterate that if you're submitting bills to the clerk's office, they are due by 12 o'clock. That goes for any departments that we're doing administrative work for. So I just want to make sure that you help us so we can help you on that. So just want to make that point as well. And that's it. Thank you.
That's it?
That's it.
Okay. Welcome, Catherine, to your first meeting. We were pretty easy on you. We're letting you get your feet wet. But we did assign you a bunch of stuff. Thank you for coming in this week. Secondly, Sergeant Lenz is Sergeant Lenz is promoted to lieutenant, and he's going to Rochester Hills. His effective date is the 15th. Sad to see him go. We are getting Sergeant Meza as the detective sergeant on second shift. Sergeant Meza is an Oxford resident with 2 kids in the school, 12 and 10 years old. Sergeant Meza's worked here before, very personable deputy at the time. His role as sergeant, he still won't bring me a coffee, but he's really a great guy to work with, very personal for the community. And we welcome Sergeant Meza, and we're sad to see the newly appointed Lieutenant Lenz go to Rochester Hills. Other than that, I think that is it.
I'll make a motion to adjourn.
Second. I have a motion by Treasurer Ferrari, a second by Trustee Payne. Any questions? Seeing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries. Thank you all.